Hello, friend. I'm Lynette Melnick, coach, educator, and creative, and here to share an abstract collage process with you with paint and paper and using something new with board book spreads. So come and join me and see what I create. And here I'm in the middle of the process. I've already taken the board books and just applied paper, different collage papers on top of it, book pages, painted sheets of paper. And that way I can not be distracted by the story that's in the board books. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these spreads. I had a board book and I thought, well, instead of cutting them into individual pieces, maybe I will see what I can do with them in spreads. Maybe I'll make a book afterwards. I'll see. And because there's no right or wrong way to make art or to make these things, it just matters that you're showing up and doing things and experimenting. And this is a case where I'm doing it right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just applying paint now and working with it and seeing how it relates to what I've done before. Does it need a little bit more dark, more contrast? So I'll try that. That may work. Might not have the effect I want. And sometimes the magic happens when you're trying to stop making it perfect. And this is just making the decisions one layer at a time or one stroke at a time. I always work on different pieces at once because if one isn't working, I need to go back and try another one. So it's almost a psychological thing. I need to go back and try another one. And if it's working, then I get a little mini boost of confidence. And so it's like a back and forth that you may do as an artist, but I do it and I go, oh, okay, well that worked. Now let's try this again. And maybe I can do this that I saw in the other piece that I tried. And I like doing things that may be more accidental in the sense of just putting marks on and then almost doing a monoprint with it and seeing what comes up in the other one and if I like it. And random in the sense of when I do that, I'm not seeing exactly where it goes. So I like those accidents that can happen, and then they may take me in a whole different direction, and I love that. It's like problem solving, but there's no pressure on it. And I want you, when you're doing this, as you're just trying different things, here I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'll go a little bit darker. And because the other ones are quite light in their composition, so maybe I'll go really dark. I'm not sure if that was going to work, but I'm going to try it anyways. And this one I feel doesn't have enough contrast in it. So I'm going to add some more. So by working back and forth on the three different versions, I can get ideas from one that I put into the other and see if that works. And don't be afraid to cover things up. Every layer is part of the story. Even the hidden layers are parts of the story that you may just have a little bit peeking through. And I still want to get this little bit of paper because I quite like that shape, and I want to get it in here somewhere. I like that. It's a little bit dynamic in where it's placed, the angle, the contrast is very high. That may stay, maybe won't stay. And collage is a great reminder that everything has potential. Even these scraps that I had from other bits, they all have potential. Now that white is probably too contrasty, but I'm just going to leave it for now because I can't figure out what to do with it. And I always turn things around, look at it different ways. Something may spark my ideas into what to do next. Trying new tools as well. A lot of times if I'm stuck, I will try a different tool. This one's with an old gift card and just putting it in the paint and creating lines with it and seeing what happens. And then going back to the brush. What textures can I make? What different things can I make that might spark more inspiration, more ideas, more things that I might love, and I might not love them. This one's not working so good, but I will keep working at it, trying different things. Because if it's not working now, there's no way I can ruin it because I don't like it now. So I can continue painting on it and not worrying about keeping any precious part of it and that I don't paint over it. This one I like the left-hand side. Oh, now it's the right-hand side. Always going back to this one because I'm just not sure about it. Those lines, maybe too many lines. Now it's just having fun and just going, what else can I do to this? And sometimes when I'm working, these can even be leftover paintings. And I mean that only in the sense of if I have that gift card and I had extra paint on it, I may go and put that paint on my other pieces just to use it up. Now, what else can I do with this one? This one's a little bit tricky. I'm going to see what the contrast of just a hard edge does. Do I like that? Because there's that black little rectangular shape in there makes me think, oh, maybe I'll put some more rectangle aspects on this piece. Will it tie it together? Is it enough? The gold might not be enough. Could I add something on this one? I'm going to try. I like the contrast of the hard edges versus the flowing ones. It's always reacting to what you put on the page and what you are going to put next. Just a process. And I always feel with the ones, usually I do 3 of them at least. And I always feel that there's one that I have more trouble with than the other ones. I don't know if that's how you feel as well. But there's always one that seems to get overworked and it may just become an experiment piece. And it may not. This way, if I think, okay, this will be the one that is going to be the experiment piece and I'm just going to work on it, then that looseness starts to happen. And sometimes that's where that magic happens. And for some reason, I thought, well, let's just put a light rectangle on this piece. I'm not sure why I thought that. And in this one, the sharp edges were bothering me a little bit. So I may soften that. And I'm also thinking in here that these are the book page spreads. So I may be doing something. These may be just compositions on their own with each page, not the spread. So I can think of that as well, that even though, for example, this one may not go together, when I look at them separately, what do they look at regarding composition? Do I like if they're balanced? Do I like how it flows? So the dark one to me looks better when it's not a full spread and it's just individual book pages. And here I've just put the book pages together so you can see what they would look like against one another. I may do some more work on them, but I think it worked out rather well. And thank you for being here. If you enjoyed the video, please share it with someone who would enjoy it as well, and subscribe and like, and also make some comments if you would like. I always enjoy reading them. Thanks very much. Until next time.